The next time you get an email from your boss, it might not be from your boss. The next financial decision made in your name might not be made by you. And the next video you see of a world leader, it might not be real. For years, we've gotten used to chatbots as clever toys or helpful assistants. But the technology expected to launch around August 2025 is something else entirely. It's called GPT-5, and based on what experts and insiders are predicting, it represents a fundamental shift in our relationship with machines. We are on the verge of moving from a world where we tell AI what to do to a world where AI could act on our behalf. The capabilities that are rumored to arrive with GPT-5 are not just upgrades, they are categorical leaps that will be both groundbreaking and, frankly, terrifying. While OpenAI hasn't revealed all the details, the leaks and predictions are pointing in a clear direction. And it leads to a future where the line between human and machine, between reality and fiction, and between control and chaos becomes dangerously blurred. Even OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman has openly expressed his own fears, stating that if this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong. When the creator of the technology is this uneasy, we all need to pay attention. So, let's break down the 5 new abilities the insiders are predicting for GPT-5. That should genuinely scare you. The first and most profound change is that GPT-5 may no longer be just a chatbot. The expectation is that it will be an autonomous agent. Think about how you use AI now. You give it a prompt, it gives you a response. It's a reactive tool. But the next generation of AI is rumored to be designed to be productive. Leaks and expert analysis suggest that GPT-5 could manage complex multi-step tasks all on its own. Imagine telling your AI, plan my business trip to Tokyo. Right now, it might give you a list of flights and hotels. An autonomous agent, however, could potentially access your calendar, check your budget, book the actual flights and hotel that align with your known preferences, schedule meetings, and then add the entire itinerary to your calendar without any further input from you. It could manage your emails, sort your finances, and execute trades on your behalf. Now, here's where it gets unsettling. What happens when this autonomous agent makes a mistake? What happens when it misunderstands a nuance in an email and sends a disastrous reply to your biggest client? What happens when it misinterprets market data and sells a stock at a huge loss? Who's responsible? Is it you? Is it OpenAI? The very concept of an AI that can initiate actions independently means we would be surrendering a piece of our control and agency. This isn't just an assistant anymore. For the first time, it would be a proxy, a digital entity acting with your authority, but without your direct oversight. The second frightening leap is what the tech world calls multimodality. We've seen glimpses of this with GPT-4o, which can process text, images, and audio. But GPT-5 is expected to integrate these abilities and potentially even video into a single seamless system. This means that AI won't just understand different types of data, it may be able to reason across them simultaneously. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine an AI that could watch a recording of a company board meeting. It would see the slides being presented, hear the tone of voice of the speakers, read the transcript, and analyze the facial expressions of the participants. Then, based on all of that integrated data, it could generate a summary, identify key action items, and draft follow-up emails. This would be an incredible leap in efficiency, but it's also a terrifying leap in surveillance and interpretation. An AI with this level of integrated sense could understand context in a way that was previously exclusive to humans. It could pick up on sarcasm, excitement, or hesitation. But its interpretation is still just an algorithmic guess. The danger here is an over-reliance on a machine's interpretation of human reality. We could begin to trust the AI summary of a meeting over our own recollection, or allow it to make judgments about people based on its analysis of their voice and body language. This all-seeing, all-hearing capability is the engine for the next 2 dangers, which are even more immediate. With advanced integrated multimodal capabilities comes the power to generate incredibly realistic deepfakes. We're not talking about these slightly clumsy Uncanny Valley videos of a few years ago. We're talking about synthetic media, video and audio, that could become virtually indistinguishable from reality, created in seconds. Because GPT-5 is predicted to understand and generate content across text, image, audio, and video, it could become the ultimate tool for creating convincing, malicious fakes. Imagine receiving a frantic video call from a family member, their voice and face perfectly rendered, asking for money in an emergency. Imagine a video of a political candidate appearing to confess to a crime days before an election, or a CEO announcing a fake merger to manipulate the stock market. While OpenAI and others are working on detection tools, they are in a constant arms race with the very technology they are creating. The defense will always be playing catch-up to the offense. This capability threatens the very foundation of our trust in what we see and hear. When you can no longer believe your own eyes or ears, objective reality starts to fracture. Society simply isn't prepared for a world where any digital interaction could be a sophisticated lie. This is moving faster than most of us can comprehend. The threats from this technology are subtle, pervasive, and they're likely coming sooner than you think. If you want to stay informed about what's really happening in AI and understand how to navigate this new world, take a second to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because what's coming next is even more personal. The fourth unsettling feature that experts anticipate in GPT-5 is the concept of persistent memory. Right now, most of our conversations with AI are transactional. You start a new chat, and it has little to no memory of your previous interactions. Persistent memory would change that completely. GPT-5 is expected to have the ability to remember you, your preferences, and your past conversations across multiple sessions. On the surface, this sounds convenient. You wouldn't have to repeat yourself, and the AI could become a highly personalized assistant that truly understands you. It might remember the projects you're working on, the names of your family members, your communication style, and your long-term goals. But now, let's flip that around. This convenience comes at a cost of potential surveillance. An AI with persistent memory is building a comprehensive, permanent profile on you. It knows your financial situation, your political views, your medical history, your insecurities, and your deepest fears. And where is all of this deeply personal data being stored? What happens if there's a data breach? What happens if this information is used by corporations to manipulate your buying habits, or by governments to monitor citizens? Sam Altman himself has acknowledged the privacy risks, noting there are currently no legal protections for AI conversations, like there are for talking to a doctor or lawyer. We're being asked to trade our privacy for convenience, creating a permanent searchable record of our lives that could one day be used against us in ways we can't even imagine. Finally, let's talk about the one fear that connects all of these points: the impact on our jobs. The threat of AI to employment is not new, but GPT-5's rumored capabilities put it in a completely different league. We're not just talking about automating repetitive tasks anymore. We are talking about the automation of cognitive, white-collar work on a massive scale. Think about it. An autonomous agent with multimodal understanding and persistent memory isn't just a tool to help a paralegal, a financial analyst, or a graphic designer. It's a tool that could perform the core functions of those jobs. An AI that can read legal documents, write contracts, and check for precedents could threaten the work of paralegals. An AI that can analyze market data and generate financial reports could threaten the work of analysts. Sam Altman himself has warned that some job categories like customer service will be totally gone. While new jobs will certainly be created, the speed and scale of this disruption could be unprecedented. The social and economic impact of displacing millions of skilled, educated workers in fields like law, finance, and even medicine is something we are utterly unprepared for. The promise has always been that AI would be a tool to augment human intelligence. But with these new capabilities, the line between augmentation and replacement has become terrifyingly thin. From an autonomous agent that could act in your name, to an all-seeing multimodal mind, to a deception engine creating flawless fakes, to a memory that might record your entire life, and finally, to an engine of mass job disruption. The potential capabilities of the next generation of AI are staggering. The shift from a tool we command to an agent we delegate to is a monumental one. This isn't science fiction. These are the credible near-term advancements that even the people building the technology are worried about. The age of truly powerful autonomous AI is no longer a question of if, but when. And with its expected arrival just around the corner, the real question we have to ask ourselves is, are we ready to give up control? And who do we hold accountable when it all goes wrong? Let me know your biggest fear about this technology in the comments below.